Hey Tony, it's Friday. I'm not sure if you can hear me that well because I'm right by a fan. There's a cat behind me, and there's an open window immediately to my right. But it's warm here, but not overly warm. That's why I have the fan on and not the AC. But first off, to answer your question of the week, Tony, Ted and I didn't do anything on Memorial Day. We ended up seeing Solo on Sunday, which was enjoyable. And then on Monday, I actually just studied. That's all I did. Taylor worked, and I studied. So it wasn't a particularly fun or memorable Memorial Day, but it's fine. I mean, we didn't mind it at all. It was actually got ahead on my bar prep, and so I was able to take the next day off to catch back up again, which was nice. So this week's video is going to come in two parts. One part is going to be about some world news. The other part is about me being a terrible garbage human being. I'll start with the me being a terrible garbage human being first. So this morning I wasn't feeling well when I woke up, so I didn't end up going to the bar prep class because we have on-demand videos here, so I watched that today. The problem is, and I've noticed it throughout the day, I have not had much motivation. I have not been able to concentrate. It's been hard to study today, which is why I'm a little bit behind what I should be today. And I'm going to basically be working until about 10 p.m. tonight now because I'm behind, so that sucks. But it is what it is. It's bar prep. I need to make sure I pass the exam so I can be a lawyer, so that's kind of important. It makes it hard when I'm not fully here today, having to do all this, but that's real life for you, I guess, in which you can be feeling pretty terrible. You cannot be able to concentrate, you can't focus, there's a lot of things you need to do and you're just not doing them. But regardless, it all needs to be done. I need to make sure I finish all of this today, and like I said, I probably have about another 3 to 4 hours of work to do. And it's not going to be an easy 3 to 4 hours either. It's going to be 2 practice tests, an essay, and 2 lectures. So yeah, today's going to suck. But so that's kind of what's going on today. The second part of the video, which is going to be about some world news, and that is, I've really gotten tired of social media lately. Now, I know this is going to seem kind of dumb to be complaining about social media on social media, but hear me out on this, as I can actually get my hand in the way. So, even if you don't pay attention to the news, I can guarantee you've heard at least something about Roseanne Barr, who was the star of the ABC show Roseanne, which was basically about a conservative working class woman and her life, etc., etc. It was a long running show for a long time ago, and then it ended up coming back this year. And it got promptly canceled just the other day, even though it was ABC's highest rated show. The reason why it got canceled is because the star, Roseanne Barr, said something stupid on Twitter. And I sit here, someone who technically has a Twitter but doesn't ever use the Twitter because it's only through Team Valenstorm. And I'm just going to sit here and just go, why though? Why are people so dead set on posting every single thing they think of on social media? They don't stop to ever think of the consequences. And Roseanne Barr wasn't the only person who messed up on Twitter this week. Cleveland Browns safety also messed up by basically saying that the Warriors are going to destroy the Cavs, etc., etc. And then he promptly decided to say that anyone who retweets his tweet, he'll end up, if the Cavs win the NBA championship, he'll buy them a jersey. And thousands of people retweeted it. Like, he would have been on the hook for like $5 million or something like that, which is more than his contract, I think. Even if it's not more than his contract, it's a considerable amount of his contract. And you just want to sit there and just go, why? Like, it doesn't take long to be able to look at something and say, oh, maybe I shouldn't post this. Maybe this could be misconstrued. Maybe this could turn into a bad idea. But people just don't do that. They just post something up or tweet something or make a video, etc., etc., without ever thinking about the consequences. Like, one thing that I actually feel should be taught to everybody now, which is young and old alike, is social media literacy and social media conduct, probably social media etiquette, in which, because what you put up there is going to be online forever, legitimately. Like, even if you delete something, even if you go through every single process you can to delete it, it always has a digital footprint, so it's going to be on there forever. And people don't really realize that, oh, these tweets could probably be a really bad idea to post. Or, oh, this news story would be a really bad idea to post. Or, these statements might not be taken too well. For example, calling an African American former campaign staff aide to Obama White House an ape, which, if anyone knows any cultural history, that's a really bad thing to call somebody. It's just stupid. Like, quite frankly, it's just stupid. People do this for no real reason other than, oh, this is my stream of consciousness, and that's just not a good thing to do. So what I'm going to recommend people do is stop and don't immediately tweet. Take a second to look at what you're writing, and take a look. Oh, if somebody sees this, will it reflect badly upon me? So this way you don't have people getting fired for terrible posts. You don't have people losing their livelihoods due to just idiocy on social media. And even further, it might give you a second to go, you know what, I'm probably not adding anything to the discussion here. Maybe I should post something that actually adds something to the discussion. Because as we well know, social discourse in this country and this world completely is awful. So Tony, my question for you is, when you post or tweet or do anything like that, do you ever take a moment to think, maybe I shouldn't do this? Tony, I'll see you on Tuesday. Later, bro.